We're talking about the Facebook Vortex. Today we're talking about the Facebook Vortex. Do not let the Facebook Vortex take you away and spend so much time into this Facebook Vortex. Hey Jamie, how are you? So many people, my mom, what are you doing awake at this time of the day? So anyway, so many people go on Facebook and they say, oh my gosh, I cannot do, hey Sally, I cannot do this anymore. My Facebook is taking away from my business. It's taking way too much time. I'm out. I'm going to remove my Facebook from all my devices. I'm going to be concentrating on me. I'm going to work on my business, all this stuff. And I'm like, wait, why do you have to let Facebook run your life? Why can you not control yourself around Facebook? Why can you not be like, okay, and be diligent and be like, okay, I'm going to be on Facebook this much time and then I'm going to stop being on Facebook, right? I'm going to go on Facebook, do these 4 things, and then I'm out of Facebook. What way you can work on your diligence of like, how can you make this work? How can you make this happen? Rather than go like, okay, either all or nothing, right? Either I'm in or nothing. So Facebook is the best strategy out there and it's free. You get to spend time to use this strategy, this platform, and you'll be live in everybody's home. It's like priceless. I need you to really understand that removing Facebook from your business is not going to get you to be more productive. Well, maybe it does, but that means you're going to have less business. So it's counterproductive. It doesn't work. So what you need to do rather is get your brain, work on your brain to control yourself. And when you're out on Facebook, you've got to be diligent rather than scroll and check what other people are doing and read gossips and all of that. You need to like, I am here, I'm going to do what I need to do and I'm going to get out of here, right? That is what's so important about using Facebook. And a lot of people don't really understand. So are Facebook groups a waste of time? Are Facebook groups a waste of time? I've heard so many coaches telling their clients, remove yourself from all these Facebook groups. There's too much noise. And I go, wow, that if I removed my Facebook groups at the beginning of my business, I would have never made my first 100K, because I can guarantee you that 95% of people that join my business, my clients, were found on social media, on Facebook groups. So I really need you to think about that. What are you missing out on if you're not on Facebook groups? Facebook groups are free. And there is thousands and thousands of people on Facebook groups every day, because a lot of people don't know how to use Facebook. So they do have a Facebook group. I know, right, Steph? Facebook groups, Vortex. It's true, some people can't control themselves, but you need to learn how to control yourself and use them to your advantage rather than run away from it. This is where people find me. Yes, Steph, absolutely. Right? It's so incredible. Steph is one of my Mafians and she's following the strategy to the dot. And a lot of clients are finally finding her and she's changing people's lives because of that. So the other thing that a lot of people say is like, I don't want to use Facebook groups to fish for clients. It's like, but wait. I don't fish for clients. I just want to help people. I want to really get as many people as possible to find me so that I can truly help them. Are you doing that? I was listening to a podcast today, which was incredible. And I was thinking, people say to business owners, you're all about the money. You are all about the money. How dare you? How dare you be all about the money? And yet those people are working 9 to 5 in a job that they hate only because they need to make money. Fascinating, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, dear goodness. Fascinating. So do not let what other people's opinion about Facebook groups stop you from actually using Facebook for the best for your business. Is Facebook too distracting? No. If you have a strategy to follow and you know what you're doing, Facebook is the cheapest, best way to grow your business. Should you delete all distractions? No, you should work on your mindset to don't let the distraction run your day. Rather, you have a plan, you run your day, and you use those platforms to get your business to the next level. Should you concentrate on money making activities rather than being on Facebook? Well, guess what? Facebook is the best, cheapest money making activity. So stop it. If you haven't monetized Facebook, hi, William. If you haven't monetized Facebook, then you need to find someone, you need to find a coach that can help you and support you and teach you how to use and monetize social media. But it's not removing the social media that you're going to get more clients. No, there is 2.5 billion active users every single month on Facebook. Is over 1.2 billion million just in Australia. Like, it's insane the amount of people that are actually active every single day on social media. So you just need to put yourself out there. So how do you use Facebook to your advantage rather than have Facebook using you, right? So you need to schedule time on Facebook. So at the beginning, I suggest to people, if you have never been on social media and it's overwhelming you, we need to go, okay, how can we do 50 minutes 3 times a day? One in the morning, one towards lunchtime, one in the evening, to just go and connect with people. Facebook is pretty much, yeah, Steph. Facebook people are on Facebook the whole time, like all so much. So think about this, right? If you are active 3 times a day, you just go in it and you have and you give and add value and just comment and really be present on those 3 times a day. And then obviously on top of that, you need to write content and then post it. But it's just so, yeah, you need to have a structure on your time on Facebook, absolutely. And you need to know what you're doing. So I'm going on Facebook, I'm going to do these things, and this is how this is going to turn into clients. This is how it's going to turn into business. But if you don't have a structure, then you're going to go on Facebook and you're going to find yourself 2 hours later scrolling, scrolling, and scrolling. We can't have that, right? It's going to be the other way around. It's going to be like, how can you use your social media for your business rather than have your social media using you? It's so important. Check comments twice, 5 minutes a day. So on top of those 50 minutes, you just put in your calendar that twice you go in and check some of the comments and reply to some people in your comments. I mean, think about this. I get hundreds of comments in every single post of mine. So obviously I need to now spend a little bit more time on Facebook because of the following that I have. But at the beginning, if you don't have many comments, it's not going to take you that much time to go in and reply to every single comment. So just make it a habit. If you want your business to go to the next level by using social media for free, then it's time for you to put some time in it. And a lot of people say, well, if I were making money from social media, I definitely would spend more time. Well, guess what? You're not going to make more money if you don't spend more time. So first you need to put time and strategy, and then you're going to be able to get more clients from it, right? So we need you to be more strategic with your social media and understand your client's journey. So when your clients find you and see you on social media, where do they click? What do they do? What is the first thing that they do? How do they stalk you? When they stalk you, what do they find? And when they find, about you, is it relevant? Does it resonate? Is it real? Is it honest? Is it authentic? They need to see all of that. Your social media needs to be a real reflection of you, not just of what you want them to see. Preferences in settings. You need to set up your settings properly so that people, when they stalk you, they find everything about you. There is so many people that have their personal profile not set properly. So when people go and stalk them, there is nothing there. Nothing. There's just literally peanuts. You can't see anything. You can't see what they do. You can't see the business page. You can find anything at all. So you need to make sure that you go into your timeline and tagging and set that properly. You can only add things on your timeline. Don't let anybody else do that. Your timeline should be done strategically. Your timeline is that when you click your name, that is your timeline. So the timeline is your profile timeline, which should have everything, should be strategic for people to go like, oh my gosh, I clearly understand what you do. I understand what you're about. I understand how you could help me. When I will have that problem, I'll definitely will come to you. Right? So you need to have that strategically done. I don't let people tag me for something that has nothing to do with myself, my business, or my personal growth, or anything personal, right? There's no point. If people are tagging me to say that they've got a beautiful cream facial, I'm like, no, untag. I will remove the tag. I won't let that in. So very important that you do set boundaries on your personal profile so that people can find you and actually work with you. Have business page linked to your personal profile. Way too many people don't have that. You need to have your business page linked to your personal profile so that people can find you. Also, you need to be active in at least 3 groups on Facebook, other people's groups that are full of your target market, groups that there is lots of people in there that want to know more about you, that they find valuable reading about you. Being active on Facebook groups is priceless for your business, but way too many people, they find that as a waste of time. And I go, oh my goodness, even my lawyer is on Facebook, posting on Facebook groups, and that's how he gets referral. It's just the cheapest way to do business. And a lot of people take that for granted. And then when Facebook remove your profile or they do something to you, you go, oh my God, my life is over. Yeah, I know, right? So you need to make sure that you leverage while it's free, while it's available to you, rather than complain about it. In those groups, you need to post daily and add value daily rather than every now and again when you feel like it. You need to have a strategy on that. And that's what we give to our clients. We give a strategy on how to be able to post every single day on different groups without having to create too many posts. You just create a couple of posts a day and then you'll be able to repurpose them everywhere. So ask questions. Ask questions in those groups. This is the best way to get people to follow you, get people to hear what you're about, to get people to understand what's your problem. There is so much more than we can do when you ask questions. You can do market research. You can understand your target market better when you ask questions. You can understand the pain points. You can understand the problems. You can understand what they need. You can understand what they want, what their desires are. There is so much that you can understand by asking questions. And yet people, what they do, they usually talk at their followers all the time. I've asked so many questions that I get to know my clients. That's why then I choose the topics on these business shortcuts and on my podcast that are relevant to what people want, to what people tell me. So how do I know it? Is that I do research. Do you research enough about your clients? Do you interact with your clients enough? Do you ask them questions? The more you ask questions, the more you're going to stay at the top of that group. Being the top of a Facebook group means that you're going to gain momentum in your business. You're going to be seen, which means people then are going to start to follow you, which means it's going to create momentum. You're going to start to friend people that are in other people's group and really build that connection and relationships. Facebook is networking on steroids. You get networking to network with people in your home from with your PJ on. You don't even have to go to a networking event. So you need to build that relationship with people and forget about selling for now. Build that trust, build that relationship, build that connection with people. And that's how your business is going to grow. That's how business is going to get to the next level. Not by selling to cold market. Is not going to work. We need to do the opposite. We need to give so that they want. So save some tips. So you need to scroll intentionally. When you're scrolling on social media, you need to scroll with the intention of where can I add value, where can I be present and add value and give away tips that people are going to love and enjoy. Template for messages. How can you create some template messages so that you can be quicker replying to people? Now, this is something that some people find inauthentic, but I don't believe that, because the message is still written by me, and it's written by me, and it's written with the intention to connect to that one person. And so whenever people reply and say, hey, and reply to my first message, and then say, hey, do you do? I just have a template message that explain what I do, not in a salesy way, not in a pushy way, not in a click here to know more way. It's just like a genuine conversation where I go, hi, this is what I do, and this is what I'm passionate about. And I've got a couple of different templates that will resonate more with some people. And I use those and I repurpose those rather than having to write. That will save you about 5 to 10 minutes. So imagine if every post you can have a little an example of a reply, or how you will reply to that message or question, then you can repurpose it in so many ways. Then you can create a post from that. Then you can, it's just endless the amount of things that you can do once you start to get organized, once you start to get to reutilize some of your content. So reply to comments on a time to time directly. So nobody ever talks to my team thinking that it's me. If my team is talking to you, you will know, because they will sign off as whoever is talking to you, right? If it's not signing off, that means it's me. And that is very important to me, because I don't want people to think like, oh, wait, she's got a virtual assistant to talking to us, right? It's very important for me that it's genuine and direct, and is that relationship with people. So reply to comment, but especially get a virtual assistant to help you and support you into putting all those words out there, to putting all this momentum out there. It's so important to do that. So important to do that. So I've had a virtual assistant from the beginning of my business, even when I couldn't afford it. And that is the difference. A lot of people don't realize that. They try to do it all by themselves because they'll be control freaks, because they don't understand what a virtual assistant can do, because they haven't looked into it, because they don't know how to find them. We have trained 75 virtual assistants and 69 still work with our clients nowadays. And we train them in our social media strategies. We train them into how to get emails, how to get followers, how to get people in your events. They know exactly how to do those strategies so that our clients can leverage on the virtual assistant and spend more of the time on what they're good at, rather than be chasing social media things, right? And that's where you spend less and less and less and less and less time on social media. So everybody, don't let the Facebook vortex take you, but rather have a strategy that we can follow so that your social media works for you, not you for that. So I'll see you next Monday. If you're in Brisbane, we have a workshop this Wednesday, 9 to 1 in Brisbane at our Mafia Hub. So if you're interested in that workshop, say workshop in the chat box right now. And if you are keen to jump online, we also have a workshop online that we would love you to join us. And it's towards the end of August. So again, just say the word workshop, and we're going to send you the details on how we can go deeper in how to use social media and how to market yourself and your business to a next level. I will see you next Monday at 11 a.m. Now, next Monday, I will be joining a retreat. So I will be live from the retreat. I probably won't be on Zoom. It will most likely just be a Facebook Live. So I look forward to see you guys there next week. Take it easy. Bye, guys.